God bless you, everybody. So today I want to speak to you about this dream that I had, and I'm just going to go right into it. So in the first part of the dream, I was going to Thanksgiving dinner, and I was aware of the time it was. I was aware that this is March, not November, but I was on my way to Thanksgiving dinner, and then the dream switched to me picking up coins off of the carpet floor, and they were put there by someone else, and that person was just like, that either they dropped out of their purse or something like that, and they just didn't feel like it was valuable enough for them to care about picking them up. So they were just say, hey, if you want them, go ahead. It's not really a big deal, because to them, it's just a drop in the bucket. So that was the end of the dream. Basically, God is saying that be thankful in the little things that He gives you, even the things that you might perceive as that you take for granted. Be thankful. Be thankful that the sun is shining. Be thankful that it's raining. Just be thankful for the things that He provides. There have been times where I have watched people receive like a check in the mail, and let's say it's like for $10, and they will turn their nose up. They will turn their nose up at it and just be like, well, what, it's just $10. What is that going to do? And basically, it's like, it's like you just don't have any appreciation for the little things that God does for you. And I know it's cliche, and we always say, thank God for the breath in your body. And no, you really do. You really do need to thank God for the breath in your body. You need to thank God for having a sound mind. You need to thank God that, whatever it is that God is doing for you, because it could be so much worse. So God is saying, thank Him for the little things. It's nothing worse than a complaining child. I don't know, if anyone's listening out there who have kids, who have a teenager, and the kid, all they do is complain about everything. You providing for them, you do everything for them, you drive them to their functions, you whatever, and then the child will turn around and complain because they wanted Grey Poupon on their sandwich, and you put Hunt's or whatever mustard on there, or whatever, something, and it just drives you crazy. Well, it's the same thing with God. It's like He provide everything for you. He wakes you up in the morning, puts, make sure that you're breathing. He regulates you, make sure everything is where it needs to be. He kept you safe and whatever. But yet you turn around and you complain, and you turn your nose up at the things that He provides for you. And so God is saying that give thanks. You need to give thanks. You need to appreciate the little things that He does for you. And those little things add up. Just like change adds up. 4 quarters is $1. You know what I mean? Like it's going to add up. So God is saying that the things that He provides for you is going to add up into something bigger. But, instead of the $10 check and you want 100 and you want 1,000, well, if you're not thankful for the little things, if you're not thankful for that $10 check that He give you, then don't expect for Him to give you nothing else. Just like when you're raising your children and they're not appreciative of the things that you bought them or given them, or, you bought them, some new clothes or whatever, and they didn't hang it up and they just threw it on the floor and they didn't take care of it. You're not going to buy that kid nothing else until they get their act together. Well, it's the same thing with God. If you don't appreciate the stuff that He's giving you, then why would He go out of His way to bless you with more stuff. And so God is saying that you need to be thankful. You need to thank him. And to those of you who have, just like the dream, to have who have been good stewards and picking up things that other people turn their nose up at, those of you who have just been thankful for everything that he has provided, those of you who have been thankful and genuinely out of your heart, not just lip service, where you've just been like, God, I thank you. I thank you, Lord. You know, where people may be looking at you and saying, wow, you don't have two nickels and dimes to rub together, but you thank God for those two nickels and dimes that you have. You thank God for the little that you do have. So for those of you that have been thanking God without complaining, those of you have been, I'm not saying you perfect, but for those of you who have genuinely been thanking God, God is about to do something big for you. God is about to bless you tremendously. And so I just want to encourage you and tell you to continue to be good stewards over the little things that he's provided for you. Continue to be thankful, and you're going to see.